Hello, welcome back to the Elderly Experience. I'm so glad you're here today because this video might just change your life, or at least save it. Imagine this: you're sitting at home, sipping your morning tea, feeling fine, until suddenly, your chest tightens, your breath shortens, and panic sets in. Heart attacks and strokes don't knock on the door, they barge right in. And if you're over 60 like me, you know the clock is ticking louder every year. But here's the good news: what you eat today could be your shield tomorrow. Today, we're diving into the top 10 foods that slash your risk of heart attacks and strokes. These aren't fancy, expensive superfoods you've never heard of. No. They're simple, everyday things you might already have in your kitchen, but you've never realized how powerful they are. I'll tell you a little secret: I used to think a heart-healthy diet meant boring salads and tasteless meals. Oh, how wrong I was. These foods are delicious, easy to prepare, and, most importantly, they work. Have you ever wondered why some people live to 90 with a strong heart while others struggle in their 60s? It's not just luck, it's choices. And today, I'm handing you the exact choices that could keep your ticker going strong. From a fruit that melts away blood pressure worries to a nut that fights off silent killers in your arteries, you're about to discover it all. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to put on your plate to tell heart disease, not today. But here's the catch: I'm not a doctor, just someone who's been around the block and learned a thing or two. So, grab a pen, get comfy, and let's uncover these life-saving foods together. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. 1. Salmon. Let's talk about salmon, folks, a fish that's more than just a tasty dinner option for us seniors. Picture this: a food so packed with goodness that it could quietly guard your heart while you're busy enjoying life. What makes salmon so special? It's all about those omega-3 fatty acids swimming around in every bite. These little wonders work like a cleanup crew in your body, calming down inflammation that might be sneaking up on your arteries. Ever wonder why your doctor keeps nagging about cholesterol? Well, salmon's got your back. It helps knock down that nasty LDL, the bad cholesterol, that loves to clog things up. And here's the kicker: it even keeps blood clots at bay, which means fewer chances of a heart attack or stroke crashing your golden years. Pretty amazing for something you can just toss on the grill, right? Now, I know what you might be thinking: does it really taste good, or is it one of those healthy foods that feels like a chore to eat? Trust me, salmon's rich, buttery flavor is anything but boring, and it's gentle on your stomach, too. For those of us with hearts that've been through a few decades, that's a big deal. Digestion isn't always our strong suit anymore, but salmon slides right in, easy as pie, delivering all that heart-saving power without making you feel weighed down. Have you ever thought about what's secretly stressing your ticker? Maybe it's not just the years, it could be what's missing from your plate. Salmon's like a friend who shows up just when you need it, especially if your cardiovascular system's been sending out SOS signals. But could there be a catch? Well, not really. It's widely available, whether fresh from the market or frozen for convenience, fitting right into our busy lives. Still, let's make this even better. How about pairing it with a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of dill to wake up your taste buds? That's a simple trick to keep it exciting. Or maybe try baking it with a touch of garlic, nothing fancy, just enough to make your kitchen smell like a 5-star restaurant. What if you're not a fish fan yet? Start small, mix it into a salad or flake it over some rice. The key is keeping it fun, because if it feels like medicine, you won't stick with it. And here's a thought: why not make it a weekly ritual? Your heart deserves that kind of love, doesn't it? To improve this whole deal, think about how you cook it: grilling or baking beats frying every time, keeping those omega-3s intact without extra grease. If the price tag's a worry, frozen salmon's just as good and easier on the wallet. Could you imagine turning a simple meal into your secret weapon against heart trouble? That's the magic of salmon: it's not just food, it's a lifeline for us folks over 60, delivered with a flavor that keeps you coming back for more. 2. Oatmeal. How about we dig into oatmeal, folks, a humble little grain that's secretly a powerhouse for us seniors. Imagine starting your day with a warm bowl that's quietly working overtime to keep your heart happy. What's the magic in those little oats? It's all about the soluble fiber, a special kind called beta-glucan that acts like a sponge in your bloodstream, soaking up cholesterol before it can cause trouble. You know how we're always hearing about, watch your cholesterol, from the doc. Oatmeal's here to lighten that load, quietly scrubbing away the stuff that clogs your arteries. But it doesn't stop there, it's got a knack for steadying your blood pressure, too, keeping your ticker from feeling the strain. Ever wonder what's really going on inside when you feel that morning calm? Maybe it's not just the coffee, it could be the oats giving your heart a break. And here's why it's perfect for us: it's gentle, oh so gentle, on stomachs that aren't as tough as they used to be. After years of wear and tear, digestion can feel like a chore, but oatmeal slides in smooth and easy, making it a breakfast hero for seniors. Think about it, could your mornings use a little more peace and a lot less worry? This isn't some heavy meal that sits like a rock, it's light, warm, and ready to fuel you without fuss. Plus, it's a blank canvas, toss in some berries or a drizzle of honey, and suddenly it's a treat you look forward to. Have you ever thought about what your heart's begging for when you wake up? Maybe it's been dropping hints, and oatmeal's the answer you didn't know you needed. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and it cooks up fast, perfect for those of us who'd rather not wrestle with complicated recipes anymore. But let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Try stirring in a pinch of cinnamon to wake up your senses, nothing fancy, just a cozy twist that feels like a hug. Or maybe mash in half a banana for a natural sweetness that doesn't spike your sugar. Not sold on the texture yet? Blend it into a smoothie if chewing's a hassle, same goodness, new style. What if you've been skipping breakfast because it feels like too much work? Oatmeal's here to change that game, it's quick, it's kind, and it's got your back. To make it even better, stick to old-fashioned or steel-cut oats over the instant packs, those keep more of that heart-loving fiber without the extra sugar sneaking in. Worried about the bland wrap oats get? That's on you to fix, play with it, make it yours, because a boring bowl won't keep you coming back. Could something this humble really be your shield against heart trouble? You bet, oatmeal's like that reliable old friend who's always there, delivering big wins for your health with every spoonful. So, why not give your heart a little love tomorrow morning? 3 avocados. Let's scoop into avocados, folks, a creamy green gem that's got a lot more going for it than just guacamole at the grandkids' party. Picture this, a fruit that's so smooth and rich it feels like a treat, yet it's secretly keeping your heart in check. What's the trick up its sleeve? It's loaded with monounsaturated fats, those good guys that step in like a trusty mechanic, tuning up your system by keeping blood pressure from spiking out of control. And then there's the potassium, a quiet hero that helps your arteries stay relaxed and happy. Ever wonder why some days your heart feels like it's working overtime? Maybe it's crying out for a little help, and avocados are here to answer the call, cutting down the risk of plaque buildup that can stiffen your blood vessels. We're talking about dodging atherosclerosis, the sneaky condition that loves to creep up on us as the years roll by. But here's the real beauty for us seniors: avocados are soft, melt in your mouth, easy to eat, and they don't leave you feeling like you just swallowed a brick. After decades of chewing through life, isn't it nice to have something that's kind to your teeth and your tummy? This isn't some heavy dish that sits there making you groan, it's light, satisfying, and packs a punch for your ticker without any fuss. Have you ever thought about what your body really craves as you sip that morning coffee? Maybe it's not just caffeine, it could be something like this green goodness giving your heart a high five. You can find them in any grocery store, ripe and ready or firm to ripen at home, fitting right into our laid-back routines. But let's make it even better, shall we? Mash it up with a sprinkle of salt and spread it on toast for a breakfast that feels downright luxurious. Or slice it thin and toss it on a salad, nothing complicated, just enough to keep your taste buds dancing. Not big on the mushy vibe? Cube it up and pair it with a little tomato for a fresh bite that's still easy to handle. What if you're tired of the same old snacks that weigh you down? Avocados, swap that out for something your heart will thank you for. To really shine, skip the frying. Those fats are best when you keep them simple, like a quick mash or a dollop on the side. Worried about the cost? Grab them on sale or split one with a friend. They're so rich you don't need a ton. Could this little fruit really be your secret weapon against heart trouble? Absolutely. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, I've got you covered, delivering big health wins with a texture and taste that us older folks can't help but love. Now, doesn't that make you curious about what else your kitchen's hiding? For tomatoes. Let's shine a spotlight on tomatoes, friends, a juicy little wonder that's way more than just a salad topper for us seniors. Imagine popping something so simple into your meal that's quietly fighting to keep your blood pressure in line and your blood vessels strong. What's the secret weapon hiding in that bright red skin? It's lycopene, a powerhouse antioxidant that swoops in like a guardian, shielding your arteries from damage that creeps up with age. Ever catch yourself wondering why your heart feels a little off some days? Tomatoes might just be the fix, easing that pressure in your veins and keeping things flowing smooth. They're like a natural buffer against the wear and tear our bodies face after 60, helping to fend off the kind of vascular trouble that can sneak up when you least expect it. And here's the best part for us older folks, they're a breeze to work with in the kitchen, and cooking them up actually boosts that lycopene magic. How cool is that? Whether you're simmering them into a sauce or roasting them slow, they fit right into our tastes, warm and familiar, without any fuss. Have you ever thought about what's really keeping your ticker going strong? Maybe it's not just luck. Could a handful of tomatoes be part of the equation? They're soft enough to enjoy even if your teeth aren't what they used to be, and that rich, comforting flavor feels like home on a plate. You can grab them fresh from the garden, the store, or even canned, whatever suits your style. But let's make them even better, shall we? Toss them in a pot with a splash of olive oil to crank up that heart-loving lycopene, nothing fancy, just a trick to get more bang for your buck. Or chop them up warm and spoon them over some toast for a snack that's pure comfort. Not big on the cooked vibe? Slice them raw with a pinch of salt, still delicious and easy on the chew. What if your meals have been missing a little spark lately? Tomatoes bring that zing without weighing you down. To really amp things up, go for roasting over boiling, keeps the flavor bold and the goodness locked in. Worried they're too plain on their own? Pair them with a sprinkle of basil to wake up your senses and keep it interesting. Could something this everyday really be your shield against heart woes? You bet, tomatoes are like that neighbor who's always got your back, delivering big health perks with a taste us seniors can't get enough of. So, why not let them steal the show at your next meal? 5 berries, strawberries, blueberries. Let's pop the lid on berries, strawberries, blueberries, those tiny bursts of flavor that pack a serious punch for us seniors. Imagine munching on something so sweet and juicy it feels like a treat, all while it's secretly keeping your blood flowing and your stroke risk at bay. What's the magic tucked inside these little gems? It's all about flavonoids, fancy-sounding antioxidants that roll up their sleeves and get to work, boosting circulation like a gentle nudge to your veins. Ever wonder why some folks seem to dodge the big health scares as they age? Maybe it's not just good genes. Could a handful of berries be their quiet ally? These powerhouses help keep your blood vessels flexible, cutting down the chances of a sudden stroke sneaking up when you're least expecting it. And for us older folks, they're a dream come true, lightly sweet, easy to nibble on straight from the bowl, no heavy lifting required. After years of tough chewing, isn't it a relief to have something that doesn't fight back? They're soft, kind to your teeth, and that natural sweetness hits just right without overwhelming your system. Have you ever stopped to think what your body's craving when you're feeling sluggish? Maybe it's whispering for a boost, and berries are the answer you didn't see coming. You can grab them fresh, frozen, or even toss them into a blender for a smoothie that's smooth as silk, perfect for days when you want something cool and effortless. But let's jazz them up a bit, shall we? Sprinkle them over a dollop of yogurt for a morning pick-me-up that feels like dessert without the guilt. Or blend them with a splash of milk for a sip that's pure joy, nothing tricky, just a twist to keep your taste buds happy. Not wild about the seeds. Strain them out if you're sipping, or stick to the bigger ones that go down easy. What if your snacks have been dragging you down lately? Berries lift you up without that heavy crash. To make them even better, snag them frozen when they're out of season, same goodness, locked in, and easier on the wallet. Worried about sugar? Their sweetness is nature's own, no spikes to fret over. Could these little guys really be your ticket to dodging a stroke? You bet, they're like nature's candy with a mission, delivering big wins for your heart in a way us seniors can't resist. So, why not let them brighten your day tomorrow? 6. Spinach. Let's dive into spinach, folks, a leafy green that's like a quiet superhero for us seniors, working behind the scenes to keep our hearts humming along. Picture this, a veggie so packed with goodness it's practically giving your blood pressure a big, calming hug. What's the secret in those tender leaves? It's brimming with potassium, folate, and magnesium, a trio that teams up like old friends to keep your veins relaxed and your blood flowing easy. Ever wonder why some days you feel that tightness creeping in? Spinach steps in to steady the ship, helping dial down that pressure so your heart doesn't have to work overtime. And it's not just about keeping things calm, it's a protector, too, shoring up the walls of your blood vessels so they don't wear out from all the years we've put them through. Have you ever thought about what's quietly guarding your ticker as you sip your tea? Maybe it's not just rest. Could spinach be the unsung hero you've been missing? For us older folks, it's a godsend, light as a feather, easy on the stomach, and a cinch to whip up into something warm and soothing. After decades of heavy meals, doesn't it feel good to have something that doesn't fight your digestion? You can simmer it into a cozy soup that slides down smooth, or blend it up silky if chewing's become a chore, perfect for those of us with teeth that've seen better days. It's right there in the store, fresh or frozen, ready to fit into our laid-back kitchens. But let's make it sing, shall we? Sauté it with a dab of butter to bring out that earthy richness, nothing fussy, just a little love to warm your soul. Or toss it into a pot with some broth for a bowl that feels like a hug on a chilly day. Not keen on the soft stuff? Chop it fine and mix it with eggs for a bite that's still gentle but holds its own. What if your plate's been missing that spark of life lately? Spinach brings it back without weighing you down. To crank it up a notch, cook it quick to keep those nutrients locked in, steaming beats boiling every time. Worried about the taste being too green? A sprinkle of garlic can turn it into something you'll crave. Could this simple leaf really be your shield against heart trouble? You bet, spinach is like that trusty pal who's always got your back, delivering big health wins with a softness us seniors can't help but appreciate. So, why not let it sneak onto your table tomorrow? 7. Walnuts. Let's crack open the world of walnuts, folks, a crunchy little nut that's like a secret weapon for us seniors looking to keep our hearts in the game. Imagine nibbling on something so tasty it feels like a guilty pleasure, yet it's quietly tuning up your ticker with every bite. What's the magic packed inside those wrinkly shells? It's loaded with omega-3s, those heart-happy fats that swoop in like a soothing balm, calming down inflammation that might be stirring up trouble in your system. And then there's the antioxidants, tiny fighters that roam around, keeping your cardiovascular engine running smooth. Ever wonder why some days your chest feels a little tight or your energy's off? Walnuts might just be the fix, easing that hidden strain and giving your heart a boost when it needs it most. For us older folks, they're a perfect fit. Pop a few as a snack, and you've got a quick, satisfying bite that doesn't demand much effort. After years of big meals, isn't it nice to have something that's easy to grab and go? They've got that rich, earthy flavor we love, but here's the catch: keep it light, because too many can tip the calorie scale, and we're not chasing extra pounds at this stage, right? Have you ever thought about what your heart's whispering for when you're lounging with your coffee? Maybe it's not just rest. Could a handful of walnuts be the pick-me-up it's craving? You can find them anywhere, grocery stores, bulk bins, ready to slip into your routine. But let's make them shine, shall we? Toss a few into your oatmeal for a crunch that wakes up your morning, nothing fancy, just a twist to keep it fun. Or chop them fine and sprinkle over a salad for a nutty kick that's still gentle on the chew. Not big on snacking solo. Mix them with a dab of honey for a treat that feels special without overdoing it. What if your usual nibbles have been dragging you down? Walnuts lift the game without piling on the heaviness. To get the most out of them, keep it simple, raw or lightly toasted beets frying, locking in those omega-3s without extra grease. Worried about overindulging? Portion them out in a little bag, keeps the calories in check and the goodness flowing. Could these little nuts really be your shield against heart woes? You bet, they're like that wise old buddy who knows just what you need, delivering big health wins with a flavor us seniors can't resist. So, why not let them sneak into your day tomorrow? 8. Garlic. Let's peel back the layers on garlic, folks, a little bulb that's got a big reputation for us seniors who want to keep our hearts ticking strong. Imagine tossing something so everyday into your supper that's secretly working overtime to keep your cholesterol in check and your blood flowing free. What's the trick hiding in that pungent punch? It's allicin, a nifty compound that kicks in like a trusty sidekick, slicing through that bad cholesterol that loves to gum up your arteries. Ever wonder why your doc keeps harping on about keeping things clear in there? Garlic's got your back, helping stop those pesky blood clots from forming and giving your blood pressure a gentle nudge back to calm. It's like a quiet guardian for your ticker, keeping the chaos at bay as we roll through our golden years. And here's why it's a gem for us older folks: it's a breeze to sprinkle into just about anything, turning your daily grub into a heart-saving feast without breaking a sweat. After years of cooking, don't you love something that doesn't demand a whole song and dance? It's right there in your pantry, ready to jazz up your meals with that warm, familiar zing we've all come to crave. Have you ever stopped to think what's really keeping your heart steady when you're kicking back after dinner? Maybe it's not just luck. Could a clove of garlic be the hero you didn't expect? You can chop it fine and toss it into a stew, letting that aroma fill the house like a cozy memory. Or mince it up and sauté it with some greens for a dish that's simple but sings. Not big on the bite? Roast it whole till it's mellow and spreadable, smooth as butter and easy on the chew. What if your meals have been feeling a little flat lately? Garlic wakes them up without weighing you down. To make it even better, crush it and let it sit a bit before cooking, unlocks that allicin magic for max power. Worried about the smell? A little parsley after contain that dragon breath. Could this humble spice really be your shield against heart trouble? You bet, it's like that old pal who's always there, packing a health punch with a flavor us seniors can't get enough of. So, why not let it sneak into your next dish? 9. Lentils. Picture this, folks, let's uncover the quiet magic of lentils, a tiny powerhouse that's been hiding in plain sight, ready to give us seniors a heart-healthy boost without any fanfare. Imagine stirring up a bowl of something so simple it feels like comfort food, yet it's secretly scrubbing your cholesterol down and keeping your ticker in top shape. What's the trick tucked inside these little legumes? They're bursting with fiber and plant-based protein, nature's dynamic duo that sweeps through your system, mopping up that bad cholesterol without a drop of the nasty fats we're always told to dodge. Ever catch yourself wondering why your energy dips or your heart feels a little heavy some days? Lentils might just be the answer, slipping in to lighten the load and support your cardiovascular crew, all while keeping things lean and clean. For us older folks, they're a dream, easy to simmer into a porridge or a silky soup that's gentle on stomachs that don't bounce back like they used to. After years of wrestling with digestion, isn't it a relief to have something that goes down smooth and leaves you feeling good? They've got that earthy, cozy vibe we crave, turning a quiet evening into a warm hug from the inside out. Have you ever thought about what your body's really asking for when you're shuffling through the day? Maybe it's not just a nap. Could lentils be the secret lift your heart's been hinting at? You can snag them cheap and dry from any store, ready to cook up soft and soothing whenever you need. But let's make them sparkle, shall we? Simmer them slow with a pinch of cumin for a flavor that wraps you in warmth, nothing tricky, just a little kick to keep your spoon dipping. Or blend them thick with a splash of broth for a velvety sip that's pure comfort on a chilly afternoon. Not sold on the mush? Toss them whole into a stew with some carrots, still easy, with a bite that holds its own. What if your meals have been leaving you sluggish lately? Lentils shake things up without dragging you down. To get the most out of them, soak them first, cuts the cooking time and eases them into your system even better. Worried they're too plain? A dash of pepper or a swirl of olive oil can turn them into something you'll crave. Could these unassuming little beans really be your shield against heart trouble? You bet, they're like that steady old pal who shows up with big wins for your health, wrapped in a bowl us seniors can't help but love. So, why not let them steal the spotlight at your next meal? 10 bananas. Hold on to your hats, folks, let's peel into bananas, a sunny little fruit that's got a big heart-saving story to tell us seniors. Imagine grabbing something so simple and sweet it feels like a hug from nature, all while it's quietly keeping your blood pressure in line and your ticker free from stress. What's the golden ticket hiding in that soft yellow package? It's potassium, a mighty mineral that swoops in like a calm breeze, helping your veins stay loose and your heart take it easy. Ever wonder why some mornings you wake up feeling that extra thump in your chest? Bananas might just be the soothing fix, dialing down the pressure so your cardiovascular system can breathe a sigh of relief. They're like a gentle pat on the back for your heart, easing the strain we've piled on over the years. And for us older folks, they're pure gold, soft as a cloud, easy to munch even if your teeth aren't what they used to be, and ready to roll whenever you need a quick bite. After decades of chomping through life, isn't it a treat to have something that doesn't fight back? They're sweet without being too much, slipping into your day like an old friend who knows just what you need. Have you ever stopped to think what your body's really asking for when you're dragging a bit? Maybe it's not just a nap, could a banana be the lift your heart's been hinting at? You can snag them anywhere, grocery store, corner market, peel and eat, no fuss, no muss. But let's make them shine, shall we? Slice them thin and layer them over toast with a dab of peanut butter for a snack that's pure cozy joy, nothing fancy, just a combo that warms you up. Or mash them smooth and stir into your coffee for a sip that's sweet and silky. Not wild about eating them straight? Blend them with a splash of milk for a creamy shake that's easy on the gums. What if your usual nibbles have been leaving you worn out? Bananas perk you up without the heaviness. To get the best out of them, pick ones that are ripe but firm, too green and they're tough, too soft and they're mush city. Worried about the sugar? Their natural sweetness won't send you spinning, perfect for keeping things steady. Could this everyday fruit really be your shield against heart strain? You bet, it's like nature's little gift, handing us seniors big health wins with a softness and ease we can't help but love. So, why not let a banana brighten your day tomorrow? Well, there you have it, friends, your top 10 foods to keep heart attacks and strokes at bay. Wasn't that eye-opening? I mean, who knew something as simple as a handful of walnuts or a juicy tomato could be your heart's best friend? I hope you're feeling inspired right now, maybe even a little hungry. These aren't just foods, they're your ticket to more birthdays, more laughs with your grandkids, and more mornings where you wake up feeling alive. But here's the thing, knowing is only half the battle. Are you going to let this video just be another 5 minutes of your day, or are you going to take action? Picture yourself a year from now, stronger, healthier, and thanking yourself for starting today. All it takes is one small step, maybe swap that greasy snack for some berries or toss a little spinach into your soup tonight. You've got the power, use it. If you loved this, don't keep it to yourself, hit that share button and send it to someone you care about. Your best friend, your sibling, your neighbor, they deserve to know this too. And while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe to the Elderly Experience. We're here every week, bringing you tips, stories, and secrets to make your golden years truly golden. Tell me in the comments, which of these foods are you trying first? I'm dying to hear. Oh, and one last thing, check with your doctor before making big changes, okay? I'm not here to play physician, just to share what's worked for me and millions of others. Thanks for watching, you amazing souls. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.